Okay, so this is our archaeological site. Okay, these are remnants and artifacts and little things, tchotchkes left behind by people who have played the tiny desk. There's a bunch of stuff, I don't even know what it is anymore. There's all kinds of stuff and stuff to recognize. But a couple of things that stand out to me. The first one is this hat from Café Tacvba, which was a big deal for me to have one of those pioneering rock and español bands. The place was packed because they have that kind of stature. One of the funny things that happened during that performance is that Ruben was right there, he was getting ready to play, we're all set, we done the run through, and then I was standing right here and he calls me over and he says, "Hey, can I light this?" And I thought it was a joint, but it was a piece of incense. But my look on my face is like, "Can I light this?" And I looked and he says, "No, it's marijuana," and everybody started laughing, right? I totally blew it. I was slightly embarrassed, but anyway, that's from the Café Tacvba gig. The other side of Felix is I'm a deadhead. I'm a serious deadhead, big Grateful Dead fan. So when I was able to finally get Bob Weir in with his group, Wolf Brothers, it was a really big deal for me. It was a special, special moment. And one of the things that happened there was that for sound check, our sound checks are to play a little bit of a song and just start playing. So they got into it, they started playing. He had a special harpist here doing that, and they got into it. Bobby started, he put his acoustic down and got his electric, and he was into it. And then the sound guy says, "Okay, we're done, you can stop now." And it was on me to stop a Grateful Dead jam. I had to "Guys, we're done." And everybody's like, "What? Oh, okay." So I have that, I don't know what kind of honor it is, but I had to stop a Grateful Dead jam. Here is a guitar strap from Nile Rodgers. Nile Rodgers, for people who don't know, is a foundational to contemporary pop music, going back to when he was in the band Chic. And he's written all these other things. You go from Chic to Bruno Mars to David Bowie in between, Let's Dance and all that stuff. His performance was so emotionally charged that when he was done, the crowd gave him, I think, the largest applause, ovation I'd ever seen here in this space. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw tears from him because he's so foundational to everything that we do and who we are from a certain generation, right? And to be able to show that kind of respect and admiration for him for what he did, because he went through all of his hits in that short amount of time. So this one is always special to me because just before he walked off, he says, "What do you do?" It says, "I'm doing this, thanks for meeting you, nice to meet you, And then he says, "Oh, Felix, next time I see you, I want to tell you about the time I played with Celia Cruz." And then he walks off. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Celia Cruz? So, Nile, if you're out there, wherever you are, next time I want to hear that story. This is a flag that was brought here by Ile. Ile was the younger sister of the guys in Calle 13. She was in Calle 13. And when flags, I think when national flags are in black, it means it's in distress. And we scheduled Ile to perform here on a Monday. And that Saturday, Saturday, she was along with her brother, Residente, with Bad Bunny, with Ricky Martin. They were on the front lines of the demonstrations against the governor of Puerto Rico at the time, the whole Renuncia Ricky demonstrations. They were literally on the front lines. And then we weren't sure if they were going to be able to get out of the airport because the airport had been closed because they had to come here on a Sunday in order to be here ready for Monday. And they barely got out. So her performance, when you see her performance, it's charged with emotion, the emotion of the moment, the emotion of having to literally just walked off the front lines a day and a half before. So she left, and part of the aspect of leaving stuff around, she left this flag. So this flag is always very special to me because of the intensity that she brought to the performance. So that's just a handful of stuff. I can point out a bunch of stuff. I see Carlos Vives, Grupo Frontera. There's a bunch of stuff here that, it's just part of the stuff that we do.